The last score we had out of that one was 52-30, and that was still in the third quarter. So East, the #1 team in 4A. Jordan, one of the top teams in 5A. Smith in trouble. He's back in his own end zone. Back across his body. Taylor catches it and picks up 9. It's only the third completion for Smith. He's 3 of 8. He's been sacked a couple of times. Smith forward for 2 yards and a first down, and the clock stops with the first down. And they'll set the ball. And Mountain Crest will call timeout. Mountain Crest down by 11 points. They need a score and the ball back. This has been a slugfest. If you're just joining us, Syracuse, the #2 team in 5A, playing without their 2 starting running backs. Trevor Olson and Kavika Fanua, both hurt in the third period. Olson was really walloped on kind of a blindside block by Gage Ferguson, and he was down for a while, and they haven't put him back in the game. Fanua, we're unsure what his injury is, but we've heard from coaches up here that they're just being careful with him. He's on the sideline. He's got his helmet, but they're not letting him back in the game. And Smith on first down, flushed out, finds a man. It's Ferguson, and Ferguson gets out of bounds after a gain of 7. And Syracuse is coming after him, after Smith, because they just have to throw it. There's 58 seconds left, and you're down by 11. And you're at your own 32-yard line. Score we had of that Logan Bountiful game was a 7-point lead for Logan. 10-3, and there's a team that everybody was wondering about. We saw them in the first week as they beat Northridge in a thriller. Then they beat Cottonwood on the road. Now they've opened at home against Bountiful. They've won the last, I want to say the last 5 in a row against Bountiful. Excuse me, it's the last 3 in a row. And it looks like they might make it 4 the way that one's going out there. Skyview is leading Minico, Idaho as well. So 2 out of the 3 Valley teams winning tonight. And the third, Mountain Crest, in a battle with Syracuse, but time's running out on the Mustangs. Smith gets out of the pocket, picks up an extra block. He's got running room. Breaks to the far sideline and then runs out of bounds after picking up the first down. 9 yards for Smith. And it took 11 seconds off the clock. It's a 3-man rush. And he's standing back there and they're covering well. So he's just got nobody to throw it to. That time he throws what looks like a completion to Colton Ferguson, and it is. It's a 6-yard gain. 39 seconds, and Mountain Crest still, though, they don't have enough time to do this in 7-yard chunks. They need 2 scores. Syracuse rushing 4. Smith to the outside, to the sideline. Incomplete, 32 seconds left. 2nd down and 5. Smith 5 of 11. With 33 yards. Smith's going to be tired after this game. All the running around he's done. He's being chased again. Loads up, he's got a man downfield, it's Ferguson. And Atkinson comes back to break it up, and a late flag comes in. And I think they're going to call Atkinson for a PI. I'd like to see that one again because it looks like Atkinson might have been the one to touch the ball. Atkinson was well behind the receiver. Let's see. It's 15 yards and a first down for the Mustangs. So Atkinson kind of ran into Ferguson as he turns for it, and the flag came out late, and they said defensive pass interference. It's on the 39-yard line of Syracuse with 22 seconds to play. Smith still running around. Throws it deep, and then this one's picked off. So Atkinson didn't get the last one. He got the penalty, and he takes care of business this time, and now we got some stuff going on down there on the sideline. Atkinson picks it off. Here's why. Ferguson tore his helmet off, and now we've just about got a rumble going on. We got coaches coming out and getting their teams off the field. And it looked almost like one of the coaches was kind of running out there and hollering at his team, and then some guys started getting into it. Atkinson didn't like the fact that he got his helmet ripped off on the tackle. And then a little excitement going. And now we got coaches from both sidelines hollering at each other right out in the middle of the field. Mountain Crest, a couple of their coaches not real thrilled about some stuff that's happened over there on that far sideline. Didn't see what started it, but pretty soon a bunch of players from both teams started getting up in each other's face, and this one's gotten a little chippier as the game's gone on. Syracuse now just take a knee with 8 seconds left. And Syracuse will get out of Hiram with the win, 21-10. And that's the ball game. We'll be back with our player of the game right after this.
Jury duty.
You're happy about that.
It's right next to that little pub with those amazing cheeseburgers.
Like these?
Did you guys have jury duty?
Wendy's.
The new pretzel bacon cheeseburger, specially crafted by Wendy's.
Oh, that's better.
The Valley Channel player of the game, Kyle Christiansen. Fantastic game. In spite of the loss, you played great on the interior defense. Tell me about how physical that game was.
It was crazy. We knew going into it was going to be a tough game. We knew they were going to be tough. They came at us. We battled, but we came up short. We got a lot of things to work on, but we'll be back.
You never see Mountain Crest 0-3 going into region play, but how big is it to play these very tough teams going into region?
You know, it's a huge opportunity because now we're going to be overlooked when we get into region, and we're just going to roll right through region. I mean, we played tougher teams than anybody in the region. We just got to get people where they need to be, and we'll get rolling.
Now, usually I give these things to quarterbacks and stuff, and they share them, but you don't have to share. It's a gift card to Wendy's for $5 of food and Angie's to clean the sink. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you very much.
Back to you, Eric Olson.
21-10, Syracuse beats Mountain Crest in a non-region game, and it was brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Cache Valley Hospital, your choice in healthcare. The Salt Lake Express door-to-door service to and from the Salt Lake Airport every hour. Lewiston State Bank, strong and vibrant for over a century. Immaculate Homes, now your home. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Discount Tire and Automotive, so much more than a tire store. Four Seasons Premier Apartment Homes. Live, work, play, and celebrate. PR Graphics for all your promotional graphics needs. Alpine Cleaning and Restoration Specialists. We respond, we restore, you relax. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's television station. For Levon and the guys in the truck doing the hard work, I'm Eric Olson saying we'll see you next time on the Valley Channel.
Here's to the makers of things built to last, like church bells and bridges and baseball on grass, like Ferguson tractors and Lucchese boots, my daddy's old tools I still use. Here's to the makers of things built to last.
Very well, but Irv Nelson, I hate you. This is the kind of thing that pianists that study for years and years, we are frustrated by someone like you. There's no music here, and here it comes out your fingertips.
You're not alone. I got that at a gig the other day. This lady walked up to me and looked at my sheet.
Yes.
I was on the page, and she saw that there were no notes on it. And she said, I hate you. I hate you. And I knew she didn't really hate me. I knew that she just hated the fact that I could do something she couldn't do.
Right.
Yeah.
But the fact is that you have training. You know how to read music. You know how to teach people to read music, but you also know how to teach people to do what you're doing right now.
I've found that it's a lot more fun that way.
Oh, sure.
And that people progress faster.
Mm-hmm.
So they're playing songs they want to play, and they're just playing songs sooner than they otherwise would be able to.
Right. So if you have a student that maybe you've had for, I don't know, how soon can they play for Elise? That's a really familiar piece.
Well, let me start with the one we just did. Okay. I have a second-year student who's playing that very song. She's playing also... Recognize that one?
Yes.
I don't know the words, but yeah.
Either, but I certainly know the tune.
But if you know some chord theory, you can play any of these songs relatively quickly.
Wow.
I used to frustrate my poor teachers to death. I had 8 years of classical piano lessons, traditional lessons as a kid. And I used to frustrate my teachers, and they used to frustrate me because we couldn't make progress as fast as I wanted to make progress. I had to play the songs they wanted me to play, and I had to play them exactly the way they wanted me to play them. Yeah.
Right. But you're fine. That's sort of our culture nowadays, is people don't have the time to practice, and they want to progress faster.
We're busier, and we're less patient than past generations, especially young people. But even as adults, we're just so busy we don't have time. You know, people say, well, I'd like to learn the piano, but I just don't have the time. But what they really mean is they don't want to spend 3 years playing Dick and Jane songs before they can play something that they want to play.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have a student now that you're teaching for Elise too. That's a very popular theme. Play it for me.
You've all heard this?
Sure.
Well, I've got a first-year student who's playing that very song, and I gave her the option if she wanted to just learn that first part that's pretty popular, and she wanted to play the whole song. And she's working on that right now, and she's playing it by ear. I bought her the music, and I'm teaching her to read. That's important. and she is learning to read, and I bought her the sheet music, but it's more so that she can just remember what we did in the lesson in case she forgets, and what was that note again, and she can look at it and figure it out. Because we can play better sounding songs sooner by ear than we can with reading the music. And you still need to read the music. If somebody doesn't want to learn to read music, I'll argue with them, but accommodate. But it's really, really important to learn to read music too. But you can learn much faster and have more fun.
Oh, total fun.
Yeah.
As a piano player, people will say, well, play something for me, and I just, as that panic, like, oh, what should I play? What should I play? I don't have anything memorized. But if you can learn to play by ear and understand the chord structure, you can whip it out.
You can. Another thing that people don't really think about is that I get people all the time, can you I would like to sing this song, but it's too high for me. I'm like, well, how would you like it? If you understand chord theory, when I have a piece of music and I'm accompanying someone, I'm writing the chords in above. Even though I'm reading the music, I'm writing the chords in above to structure it in my mind. And then they say, well, I want to play it in a different key. It's no big deal. I just take it down a step or something like that. And it's not very hard. I get people all the time who are saying, wow, what you do is amazing. And I go, it's not amazing. It's very doable. It's cool. It's fun. Really cool. But I don't think it's that amazing because I've taught lots of people how to do it. Some people have, like anything else, have more ability to figure it out on their own due to natural talent. But anybody who has a musical ear can learn to do this. And that's evidenced by all sorts of instruments such as, guitar. People learn to play with chord charts with guitar, saxophone, any jazz instrument. But we seem with traditional lessons, and I have nothing against traditional lessons, and if that's the route you want, sure. And if you want to end up playing Rachmaninoff, don't come to me. Because there's a route for that, and it's a different route. But if you want to be able to play in a band, or you want to be able to accompany yourself, or you want to be able to improvise or compose or arrange, it seems like traditional lessons just almost purposely and systematically train that out of you, and to the point where you believe you can't even play by ear, and you actually can.
That's fascinating. I actually started taking guitar because I thought if I could understand chord structure, then I would be able to figure out how to play without music.
Isn't that sad you had to take guitar to learn that? Why couldn't your piano teacher teach you that? It's really fun. You get in a band, and the bass player and the guitar player and the drummer are all playing by ear, and the piano player's like, where's the music? And the problem is you buy the music and it's not even right. It's not even remotely close. You buy a Beatles tune, and it'll be written like, instead of, when I'm by myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. Well, you don't play the melody with the right hand if you're accompanying someone or playing in a band. You play the chords, you play it like it was written.
Wow.
Not like it's written on the sheet music, but like it was recorded.
So how do we get a hold of you? Your Irv Nelson, your phone number?
My phone number is 435-770-2175. The best way to find me is, the name of my music teaching business is The Musicademy. TheMusicademy.com. Don't forget the. There's another Musicademy on the web, but mine is themusicademy.com. Yeah.
And to get a hold of you and set up lessons, you can do it at their home, or where else can you do it?
I'll teach you wherever's good. I teach at people's homes. I teach in my home. I teach at the Thatcher Mansion. We have several ways we can do it.
How long typically is a lesson?
I really prefer to go hour, but it just depends. FaceTime with the instructor with this is very, very important. Very, very important. I can do half an hour lessons, 45-minute lessons, whatever, but if we can afford it, the fastest progress is with hour-long lessons. Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's try another song. This is a favorite of mine, I Dreamed a Dream. And there's just lyrics on this page. There's no music. I dreamed a dream in times gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. That is so fun. I would love to be able to just sit down and play without having to go buy the music.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I do it myself. I play in 3 different groups. People may recognize me from Pier 49 Pizza, but they also have seen me around town. I play with the Fender Benders Classic Rock Band. I play with Relic Acoustic Band, which is some of the same guys unplugged. And I play with a duo called Margie and Irv, which is a female vocalist and piano. And all of it is just without music, without the sheet music.
And as a musician, I would say that is the most satisfying.
It is. It actually is. It's so fun. But I also, I also teach pipe organ lessons, guitar lessons, bass lessons. I teach all sorts of stuff and use the same basic system. People listen to me in church and they'll say, "Oh, wow, you're the best organist I ever heard." No, I'm not, but I do know how to play a nice prelude and change things and arrange it and modulate. It's so fun because if you understand chord theory, you can just do anything. It's so fun.
That is just totally exciting that you can teach somebody how to make the music come out of the fingertips. That's what I had an aunt that used to do. She used to have it come out of her fingertips, and you can teach us.
So you had someone in your family who could do that. Mm-hmm. Some people can just figure it out on their own. I can teach most anybody to do it. Yeah.
Totally exciting. One more time, your website.
themusicacademy.com. Well, what do you want to play?
From this moment. Perfect.
This moment, life has begun. From this moment, you gotta sing it. It's a Shania Twain.
You are the one right beside you is where I belong. From this moment on.
You're not an alto, are you?
It's a little low. That's totally fun. Thank you so much, Irv. Irv, it's all about the crust. What is so special about the crust here at Pier 49?
Well, there are several good pizza places in the valley that use good ingredients, and we do use the best ingredients, and that is part of why we're good. But no matter what you do with the ingredients, you have to have the best crust to have the best pizza, and that's what we have. There's nothing like a sourdough crust. And the way that we make our crust, these are not factory made and frozen and thawed out just before they make the pizza. This is handmade the day before, because it needs to get that mild sour. And by the way, if you don't like sourdough, that's no big deal. It's a mild sourdough flavor. It's not something that's going to detract from. People who hate sourdough still love our pizza, but we make it the day before, and then we. And let it stay in the fridge overnight, and then in the morning we come in and we roll it, and this is what we call sheeting it. And you can't spin it over your head like you see in the movies or some pizza places do back east. Sourdough is very stretchy and rubbery in texture, and so this is how we stretch it out to the size, and we use a coating so that it won't get soggy, because it is a bread crust instead of a traditional pizza crust. And we warm it up and let it rise. This all takes time. It's all done by hand. And of course, then we make the pizzas. But the crust is the key. The crust is the key.
And And it looks like then after the crust is ready, then you just start loading it with the delicious toppings, which you also take a lot of care to make sure they're the very best.
And we're generous with it. I mean, look at that pizza. This is going to be a 49er, and there are 105 slices of pepperoni on a jumbo pizza. That's more than double what most pizzas are. Yeah.
Well, the other thing that I noticed when I looked at the crust themselves is it's so thick and looks so delicious.
Yeah, and we use a state-of-the-art oven too. This oven is the only one like it in the state of Utah. It's a very, very fast and efficient oven, but the most important thing is it's just computer controlled, so it just comes out perfect every single time. Yeah.
So when you come here and you order your pizza, you know that it hasn't been sitting around for a long time. It is made fresh and hot and crispy and ready to be devoured.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, what do I say?
The only thing to say is that you need to come here to the restaurant and try it out for sure. Now, tell me why it's a good value to eat here.
Value. There's an interesting concept. People will call and they'll ask, how much is a medium pizza? And you just kind of go, ugh, because that's not how to determine value in pizza. I mean, you can get the cardboard pizza and you can eat 5 slices and you're still hungry. And they say, well, it's a large and it'll feed 4 people. No, it won't. And we all know that. One of our slices and you're full. And so it's really, really hard to, you don't judge a pizza by its diameter. You judge a pizza by how much food is in it. And we are a value. If you compare how much food you get, we're as good as anybody. Yeah.
And I think people are tired of getting pizzas and quite frankly just being dissatisfied because it just is not, it's not filling, there's not a lot of flavor, it's boring.
Yeah, you don't have to sacrifice good taste and quality in order to get value in pizza. Not at Pier 49 anyway. Now we do, for the kids, we have a $5.99 thin crust large, and it actually tastes pretty good. Yeah. It's not one of our gourmet pizzas, but it tastes pretty good and kids love them. Oh, you can bring your family in here and feed them for a decent price because you can feed the kids one of those large thin crusts and then the parents can have something really, really delicious from the specialty pizza line. And you come out pretty good. Yeah.
That sounds like a great plan because I know I get tired of having to cater to the children and what they want, but this way you can satisfy everybody. Now, what do I do if I want to know about any kind of specials that you're running during the weekday or for the month?
Well, we have daily and monthly specials and then specials that go all the time, and you can come in and ask. We've got signs up, but if you're home and you want to know what the specials are, go to our website, which is pier49logan.com. www.pier49, all one word, logan.com, and you can see what our daily specials are, the monthly special this month, and you can also see who's performing this weekend with the live music for Friday and Saturday night. So that's all on our website.
That is so great to know because not only do you know you can get a great value as far as being so totally satisfied with a delicious meal and satisfying everybody who with all their different tastes, but you can have entertainment, you can have the ambiance of the restaurant, and maybe not just fall in love with pizza again, but maybe just fall in love with your spouse or even your family for that matter.
That's an important thing.
It's an important thing, and you can enjoy appetizers, specialty pizzas, delicious desserts, and then we can just go on and on about all the great things here and know that your staff and you take so much time to make the best pizza out there for our valley.
Well, we try our best, and we mostly succeed. But if we don't, we have a 100% money-back guarantee. We guarantee perfect pizza every single time. Let us know if there's a problem because we want your dining experience to be absolutely incredible.
Well, from what I've seen today and the smells and visually how it looks, it just looks like how could you go wrong with coming here and having a great night with some delicious food and beautiful environment and a great staff that makes sure that all your needs are taken care of.
Well, let's remind you of our location. Our location is down by Macy's. On 1200 South Logan or 100 North Providence, about a block east of Main Street, right under the Stadium 8 billboard sign, if you know where that is. And we Our phone number is 435-713-4949. Our website is pure49logan.com.
Okay, and there's also, you have the cute little car out front that you can see. And also don't forget that you deliver.
Yeah, we do deliver, and we deliver all the way to Hiram and all the way to the north part of Logan and then out almost to Wellsville. And if you live in Providence or Wellsville or North Logan, we can meet you part way.
That's true.
Yeah. And we have a lot of customers out in Wellsville, actually, who do that. But we want you to know if you're outside our delivery area, we're happy to meet you part way. And, so we can deliver to you.
Hey, super good. It's time to come have pizza. Pier 49. Thank you. Pier 49 Pizza is known for your great specialty pizzas. You have so many different selections, but there's something else that is so great about eating here that people don't know.
Well, yeah, that's like sometimes if people can't have pizza, what if you're celiac? What if you're gluten intolerant and you can't have pizza? What do? Well, Pier 49 for the last 4 years has had gluten-free pizza we offer, and why don't we bring one on and we can show you how good it looks. Celiac is a major problem, and there are lots and lots of families who haven't had pizza in years because one or more of the family members are intolerant and they think there's no option. But Pier 49, we have an option for a gluten-free pizza, and it's very, very delicious. This is our little Italy. We have a complete menu of gluten-free items, including dessert and including pizzas and including pastas as well. So we have lots of gluten-free options for people. And we just get people all the time who are almost in tears because they found out. We have customers who come every single week to eat here, just every week, and they get the same thing every week because they just love it, and they're just so happy to have pizza again. And it's a very top quality, good tasting, potato-based pizza crust.
That is just so great to know, because sometimes, like you said, it could be a situation in a family where only one member has to have gluten-free, and so the whole family stays away. But now the entire family can come, everybody gets something they want, and the one who it has to have gluten-free can still partake and enjoy the meal.
It's really fun. Something that a lot of our customers don't really realize is that we also have wonderful pastas. This is called our Fisherman's Wharf pasta, and it's a shrimp and crab on Alfredo. Very, very delicious pasta option. We have 6 different pasta dishes, and if I don't mind saying, it's one of the best pastas in the valley. And so people come here all the time, and they know that we have really, really great pizza. It's definitely the best pizza in the valley. There's no question about that. But they don't know that we also have a really great pasta option as well.
That is so great to know, because sometimes, when you have a large family, and this is Cache Valley, and a lot of us have a lot of children, everybody wants something different, and this way you can get pizza and you can get pasta and make everybody happy.
Oh, we have some really good pasta. We have this is an Alfredo base. We have another Alfredo based one. We have a tomato based one. We have a pesto based one. We have a spinach based one. Very, very delicious pastas. Very excellent. Mm-hmm.
There seems to be so many choices. I find it a little bit overwhelming myself, but I'm sure that when people come in like myself, you can say, this is what I would suggest that you try for the first time, because this is my favorite.
Oh yeah, and there's always, there's plenty of, we have plenty of appetizer choices. This is our spinach Alfredo dip. It's a very, very delicious dip. We also have, in my opinion, the best cheesy breadsticks in the valley. There's some other restaurants that have pretty good cheesy breadsticks. Ours are just at the very top, I think. Very, very good cheesy breadsticks. We have wonderful wings, and yeah, just all sorts of good appetizers. So
That is so great to know, because when I think of pizza, I don't tend to think of being able to have an appetizer first, but this looks absolutely scrumptious. How exciting. And you said this and chicken wings, and what else did you say besides the cheesy sticks?
oh, we've got some cheese bread and some garlic bread that are just fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, super. Looks so incredibly yummy. So what else do we have on the menu today? We've got another dish coming over. Very good.
I've got to show you one of our top. This is our top-selling pizza. This is called the Lombard Street. We showed it to you in another segment. This is the barbecue chicken pizza, and it's, as you can see, it's about an inch thick. That's our famous sourdough crust. That's what really, really makes it.
Now, just visually looking at this, it looks absolutely delicious, but it looks kind of glazed. And isn't that part of the cooking process that it goes through?
Well, we don't share secrets. The sourdough crust recipe is as closely guarded as KFC's herbs and spices and Coke's special ingredients. Yeah, and our process is a little bit secret, but yeah, we do have processes that. One of the problems is if you try to make a bread-based pizza at home, it just gets soggy, and we have stuff that we do. We have stuff that we do to make it not get soggy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it looks delicious, it smells delicious, and I know that it is delicious, so, that's a home run right there. Thank you so much. Everybody loves a great pizza, but at Pier 49, you're a little bit more special than the others. Why is that?
It's all about the crust. The name of the store is San Francisco Style. It's Pier 49 San Francisco Style Sourdough Pizza. And it's because of the sourdough crust that makes our pizza so delicious. And so all of our pizzas are named, that's our theme. Our store is decorated like San Francisco, and all of our pizzas are named after San Francisco landmarks.
Okay, so if you've never had a chance to visit San Francisco, you might not know what some of the landmarks are. Some of us we know because they're very popular. But for example, here's the 49er.
49er is a double pepperoni. It's got so many pepperonis on it you can't believe it. In fact, the jumbo has 100 slices. And it's named after, well, everybody knows the 49er football team, but you may not know that that's not where it got its name. It's from 1849. The 49er miners came and search for gold. The Alcatraz pizza is our combination pizza, and it's named, of course, after Alcatraz Island, where the prison was that had Al Capone. They didn't even need a fence or guards because nobody could escape. The water was too cold and people would drown if they tried to escape. It was a very infamous prison, actually. Our Ghirardelli is our wonderful ham and pineapple pizza. Very popular option here in Utah especially. It's named after the chocolate company that used to make chocolates in San Francisco. They've since moved over to Oakland, but the factory has become, it's kind of like Trolley Square. They've turned it into an upscale shopping center called Ghirardelli Square. Our trolley is our 3-meat pizza, and it's named after the electric trolleys that run in San Francisco. And it's just a part of the public transportation system. Very delicious pizza, by the way. We sell a lot of them. And the cable car, our heart attack pizza, we nickname it, has 5 meats on it. Wonderful thing. And it's named after the famous cable cars in San Francisco that are actually propelled by hooking onto a cable that runs underneath the street. The Golden Gate pizza is our vegetarian pizza, has a lot of different veggies on it, very delicious pizza, and of course it goes without saying what that's named after, the famous Golden Gate and its famous bridge. The Lombard Street is our top-selling pizza. People just love it. It's very, very delicious pizza. And it's named after a real street in San Francisco called Lombard Street, and they call it the crookedest street in the world because it just winds down the hill. Actually, Lombard runs all the way through town, and there's only one block that looks like that. But that's the one that gets in all the tour guides and on the TV shows and all that kind of stuff. It's a pretty fun little street. Nob Hill is a wonderful pizza. It's probably one of my very favorites, just a delicious garlic Alfredo chicken pizza, and it's named after a real place in San Francisco called Nob Hill. It's an upscale part of town, has been for 100 years, where all the rich people used to live and still do live. It's a beautiful part of town. You see it on a lot of movies. The Little Italy pizza. There is a place, by the way, it's my very favorite pizza. There is a place in San Francisco called Little Italy, or sometimes it's called North Beach. And it's a place where the bay used to come in to San Francisco, and then they later filled it in. And so it's nowhere near the water now, but the Embarcadero, people don't know how to say that word very well sometimes. It's our wonderful pesto chicken pizza. It's just delicious. And it's named after the Embarcadero, which is the place of embarkment. It's where the ferry used to go across. Before they built the Bay Bridge, the ferry to Oakland used to embark from the Embarcadero. Now it's where all the piers are, and it's a financial district. Fisherman's Wharf is a very important pizza for us. It's our shrimp and crab and Alfredo, very delicious pizza, and it's named after the famous Fisherman's Wharf. A very delicious place to eat if you're ever in San Francisco. The Tourist is our top-selling veggie pizza, very delicious spinach Alfredo, and of course it's named after another important San Francisco landmark. Lots of tourists go there. So we like to have a little fun.
Wow, that's so many choices. It's hard for me to even think about doing. But again, your restaurant, there's so many great things to see. The ambiance is so very much fun.
We've tried to decorate it so that you feel like you're walking into San Francisco right when you walk in the store. So it's kind of an experience as opposed to just a dining place, and we have a lot of fun.
I think that's really important because you say it's not just, the fact that you have delicious pizza is great in itself, but the fact that you can come here and have a dining experience, I think people really love that, because so much of what we do is a social, we like to eat socially and visit, but to have a great atmosphere is key.
We do our best. It's a great place to have a date. It's a great place to bring a date. It's very nice. We have live music on Friday and Saturday nights. We try to have a real experience here. When the live music isn't on, we have San Francisco radio station put through the PA system, so we really try to make it like San Francisco, so you feel like the only thing missing is the salt smell of the air and the cold fog. Everything else is here.
How lucky for us in Cache Valley, we have Pier 49 Pizza. This is the place to come where all the excitement is happening in Locker 42. What do you got going for game day?
Game day is a unique day for us. That's our big day. fans are getting ready to go up to the game, whether it's a basketball game, football game, volleyball game, soccer game, whatever it is, we get fans coming into town, we get fans coming down from the stadium, so it's a unique day, especially on football games. This year especially, one of the things that we're going to do on football games is make sure that we have kind of our own tailgating event, something a little bit different where we're downtown. We're going to bring food, we're going to have different things for the family, so come get your Aggie gear on game day, whether it's the homecoming game and the parade's coming through. You're going to be here, you want to be at the south end, see the start of the parade and come in, grab some food, get your gear, the great prices that we have on game days. This year especially, we're going to do an item of the game. We're going to have something unique for each game, something different that the fans are going to want to have for that game. Take it up to the stadium, wear it all week, whatever it is. We're going to buy enough of them that we can pass on great prices to the customer so that they get that item and they're happy with what they've got.
And that's a great way to, increase your Aggie gear is to come get something new every time there's a game because you're going to have a great price.
Absolutely, and you're going to see new things every time you come into the store, like we talked about. There's always going to be something new that you probably haven't seen yet. New products are coming in every day, especially with the new logos. It's just rolling in, and we're happy to have unique items that we've never had before. One of the things that we have this year for football games, we've got replica football helmets. We've got, absolutely, new hats almost every week, something different. And so if you come in, catch us on the item of the game, you can get that item at a great price and see all the new things that are going to be in the store.
Those are some great suggestions. You've also mentioned that you're up to date with social media. Tell people where else they can find you besides just stopping into the store.
Absolutely. I mean, you might have a friend that's downtown. You might have a friend that's living in Provo, and you need to get them some Aggie gear so that they can wear it around. You don't just have to come into the store, and sometimes you're just busy. You can't make it in. Locker42.com is our website. It's got all of the products that we have in the store. And as we get new products, we update that weekly. Have all those products on there, same pricing. Whenever something's on sale, it'll be on sale online as well. So whether you can't make it in or whether you need to jump online and look at what we've got, purchase a product, we can ship it directly to your friends, or if you're outside the valley, that's a great place to get it. And also from the website, you're going to be able to get onto Facebook. We've got links to our Facebook account. And the great thing about following us on social media, Facebook and Twitter, you're going to find out about those deals. You're going to know what the item of the game is before the game. So it's a great way to just keep up to date on what we've got in the store.
That's terrific. A lot of people really love online shopping. I personally, it's nice to shop in the convenience of your home, but there's something really nice about having a store you can go to and get the customer one-on-one service and have someone like you that is exuberant and excited about the product, and you could just say, you should see this, you should see that.
Absolutely. There's something unique about, touching and feeling. It's great to be able to get online and shop there, but there's something unique about touching. Try it on, see if it works for you. And the great thing about Locker 42, none of our employees work on commission. We're here to help. Feel free to come in, ask a question. Let us help you find what you want. We're happy to make sure that you're leaving happy with the product that you found that works for your family.
I want to talk about pricing for just one more minute, because a lot of times people will think, well, if it's a specialty store, it's going to be more expensive, and it's a specialty product, Aggie gear, I should be able to get it cheaper somewhere else. But tell me how you feel about your prices.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, the great thing, we print a lot of our own shirts. So $8 t-shirts, I don't know where you can go to find a design, logoed t-shirt for $8, let alone a university logo. One of the great things I always like to remind customers about is the fact that everything that you buy here at Locker 42 is a licensed product. So a portion of those sales go back to Utah State. You're giving back to the university, you're giving back to the community and helping grow, the athletics program and all the different programs at Utah State as you spend that money. So it's not just that we have great prices, but you're giving back to the university as well.
I think that's great about our stores that are locally owned here is the money stays here in our valley, and it goes back into the events and the people that we love, and it's a great way just to continue to promote community and supporting everybody. Tell us where you're located. You're in a great location, easy to find.
Absolutely. Like I said, you're going to be downtown for one reason or another, whether it's homecoming parade, whether it's you just have some business to do downtown, you're running some errands. Swing in. We're directly across from the Ellen Eccles Theater. 42 South Main Street is Locker 42, and we're right next door to the logo shop where we have some of our other product at 40 South Main Street. So downtown, heart of Logan, we've got a parking lot to the south. You can park on Main Street directly in front. Easy access, come in, come out, get what you need, and find your Utah State gear.
and get great customer service, and there is something for everyone, and this is the time to get your Aggie spirit on and get your Aggie gear on your bod.
You bet.
Thanks, Harley. Years in business. A logo shop has been around a long time, and you guys do fun stuff. Tell me what it is you're all about for those that don't know.
Absolutely. The logo shop's been in business since 1990, focusing primarily on advertising and specialty products to promote your business. But we've also done silk screening and embroidery for sports teams here in the Valley, family reunions, all sorts of different fun products that you can get to help, grow your name, whether it's, a business, a charity, all sorts of different work that we can do to help grow that in the advertising department.
That's huge. I think that's how you become successful in business, or like you said, like promoting an event, is seeing the name over and over again. So coming here and getting a t-shirt or sweatshirt or ball cap, but you've got tons of other things. Show me just a little bit of a variety of what you have.
Absolutely. A couple of the different things that we do here at the logo shop. One of our focuses that we really like to let people know is that we do our in-house embroidery, we do our in-house silk screening, we've got in-house graphic designers, so everything's done here. You can come in, we're going to give you ideas. You don't have to have something specific in mind. We've got a great team that's going to work up whatever's going to work for your budget, not going to break your wallet, but we have some great items. Hats that are embroidered are a fantastic thing. Everybody, guys wear hats all around. We do a lot of construction companies and things like that in order to promote their business. But you don't have to go with the same old. We can do blankets, we can do coolers. We've got a lot of hard good products behind us here, water bottles, lanyards, different things that are going to be seen by those people that are most important to helping you grow your business.
I've just been looking. There's just such a variety of fun things. There's even like breath mints with your logo on it, and cooling gel, and all sorts of great stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. People forget that there's so many different ways to go and so many different roads that they can go down in order to promote their business. But we don't just focus on businesses. There's high schools and youth groups that come in, church activities, different things that are going on in the Valley, fun runs, all sorts of things that we're going to do product for, that we're going to design something specifically for that event and make sure that that's something that the customer can help grow and promote their business with.
What I think is great is, you've been in business for 22 years, so you know what you're doing. So someone walks in the door and they say, I'm doing this fun run, it's a fundraiser, I want to have a fun t-shirt, I just don't know how to put it together. You can just say, look, let me give you 4 suggestions of what we think works.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, it doesn't have to be something that breaks your wallet. Build it into your advertising budget. Build it into your marketing. Come to us. Maybe you don't have a specific idea, but we're happy to help you come up with something that works. We'll find something in your price range. We'll get it to you. We'll make sure that you have it on time for your event so that you're able to focus on the things that are more important to you and let us take care of the things that perhaps you don't want to have to worry about so much.
That's a great thing. I know you also can go online and look at of things online, but it's probably best to just come in and get that one-on-one assistance.
We do have a website, welogostuff.com. You can go there. We've got online catalog. You can look at all the different apparel products. We have a huge line of products to choose from, whether it's apparel, whether it's hard goods, pens, mugs, huge amount of products online. But if you're worried about it, or you need help with that design, or you just want to come in and get some ideas from us, our in-house team's going to help you find that customized product that fits your needs.
It's also a great thing for businesses and families to think of it as gift or employee appreciation items as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Around the holidays is a big time of the year for us. A lot of the companies in the Valley want to promote their business. They want to give something back to their employees, though. They want to give them something that they can, whether it's a jacket that they can wear around town, whether it's something that they can give them to put on their desk, and a desk ornament or a trophy even for sports teams as the sports year wraps up and things like that. We can get things for you that are going to be unique enough that it sets you apart.
Is there a quantity issue that you need to worry about? Can you do a few items, or can you do hundreds of items?
We usually have an option for just about everybody. There's certain products that are going to be hard good products that have higher minimums, but if you're coming in and you just need a couple of t-shirts, or you have a small family reunion, or a group project that you're working on, we're more than happy to find something that fits into your budget and, like I said, fits into that quantity minimum that you're probably looking for.
That's terrific. I actually had a daughter that had a Girl Ask Guy date event, and she came in here and had matching T-shirts designed for the group, and it was just a great memento and helped make that date night super special.
Yeah, absolutely. There's different unique things that you're going to do that you're going to want something for, and you don't want to have to go out and buy 144 or 300 of a certain product, and we can definitely find something that fits into that minimum.
Well, I think the fact that you've been here for 22 years, you're still thriving, says a lot about your success, that you're doing something right. Tell us where you're located and what your phone number is.
Yeah, absolutely. We're on Main Street, directly across from the Ellen Eccles Theater, 40 South Main Street, right in the heart of downtown Logan. If you're downtown running around doing some business, we're right there. Got a parking lot to our south. You've got Main Street you can park on. Come in, check us out. www.welogostuff.com is our website. Go ahead and give us a phone call, 752-1718, and we'll find something that works for you.
Well, thank you so much. And it's really great to come in and just kind of peruse the items you have here, and it kind of stimulates your brain to the things that you can do, stuff that I never even thought about. There's golf clubs that have logos on them. There's great mugs. There's little pads of paper. It's super fun.
You bet. You name it, we can find it.
All you need here at the Logo Shop. Thanks, Harley.
Everyone knows who to call in an emergency. But what if it isn't such an emergency?
Animal control.
Visit 911.utah.gov.
Guess what? I'm getting an A in chemistry.
Sure glad my boys take after their mother. I hear Coach Larson's retiring.
Yeah.
Paper says your team's playing pretty well. Maybe they'll make the playoffs this year. Well, I'm about ready for some dinner.
Smells like apple pie.
It's just the way you like it, too. We'll save you a piece.
Or not. I'll bake you 10 when you get home.
No matter what you talk about, love is what they'll hear. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.